Hello everybody and welcome to another episode from the medieval realm, the realm of Vasten, and things are going to look different. I've been messing with texture packs, and here I am. I'm actually in creative mode, and I have a only water shader running. And if you take a look here, oh no, nothing looks different yet. Aha, still working on it. But well, one thing that might look different is coarse dirt, and let me tell you what is going on here. This is now coarse dirt. I think that I have strayed too far away from vanilla Minecraft. You know, there are some things that need to change because I really dislike them, but I think I've changed some stuff that I actually didn't really have a problem with. So, let's do this. I'm going to do F3 and T, and let's just see what happens. I wish it wasn't raining. I suppose I could do something about that. But, yeah, I decided to just test this on the regular realm because I want to see it in action with the most recent builds. And here we go. So, what we have is we have a bunch of variants of the new what will be the new 1.13 gravel texture. I made 8 variants of it, and you can see there's like, I mean, they're fairly slight, but I think that if you did a whole gravel road, I think it'd look really good. The other thing I did is I took away the coarse dirt texture that I had. Now, let me see if this worked, and it may or may not have worked. This is kind of what I thought. Let me see if this. Aha! Yeah. So for some reason the little tiny guy isn't really working, but this is our old gravel texture. I just ported them over to the well, it's called silver in 1.12. It's called light gray in 1.13. So 1.13 is going to have a bunch of changes, but since that's what we're on 1.12 right now, that's what I went ahead and did this on, because what I want to do is I want to start in. Here's the thing. The textures in Minecraft are changing quite a bit with this new texture pack. And going forward, if I keep using what I have been, new blocks as they're added are going to look, they're not going to look the same. So what I think has happened is I think that I have sort of strayed a bit away from the vanilla feel. Now, I'm all for variants, and that's going to continue. But this is what this used to look like, you know? And there's nothing like that in vanilla. Now, I don't mind using a concrete powder for that. See, what's going on here is, see, that's the old one too. And I don't know why. Maybe I need to reload the whole game, because that texture right now, I don't even have that in the folder. So, let's take a look. Here's what we got currently. This is currently what I'm working with. Now, this gravel is not going to work on the path. So, this is going to be a big pain because we're going to have to change out the gravel. But if I go over here and I grab the 1.12a version of the pack, this should be what we're used to. And there. As you see. Now, what the heck is this? That's just dirt. Okay, that's just plain old dirt. All right, so here's what we got. I mean, this looks good, and I like it, but you know what? I just feel like it's a little bit away from Minecraft, a little bit. So what I want to do here is I want to investigate a couple other things. Now, I did quite a bit of work retexturing the wood because I want to use the new wood planks that are coming out in 1.13, because that's going to be the default look, and it's very smooth. It's a little bit away from what we had, and it's quite a bit lighter. Shall we take a look before I do this? Let me see. Let's get rid of that, and we'll grab this one. I know everyone's doing this, right? New vanilla textures. Everyone is doing like, oh, here's my thoughts on the new textures. Well, it's important. This is as released by Mojang. This is the textures. So there's, as you see, no alternate blocks. This is the real bubbly cobble, all that kind of stuff. The oak wood is just, it's just a little, you know, it's just a little bit in your face. So what I want to do is I want to keep the texture, but try to match the color that I had before. I think I'm going to change the logs too, even though, oh, I really, you know, actually the leaves and all that stuff are quite nice. I might take those as well. Just try to get the better foliage in there. So I got some work to do. Let me experiment with that stuff and see what I can come up with, because Again, you know, I want to play vanilla Minecraft. You know, I don't want to play modded. And I think maybe, to be totally honest, maybe I've gone a little bit away from it. So let me get some work done, and I'll be right. Actually, you know what? You know what would be cool? I'll go there. We go. I'll just be right here, and I won't move the mouse. And then whenever I come back, the view should change. Okay, be right back. Okay, we're back. Are we ready? Let's reload. F3 plus T equals. Oh, I'm in the wrong texture pack. Okay, so that's the vanilla texture pack. Let's grab mine. I'm looking for 1.12b. Yeah, here we go. All right, let's give it a shot and see how it goes. That was not quite the cool reveal that I had hoped it would be, but there we go. What do you think? Pretty close to what we had before. Now, there are no variants, so in the oak wood yet. I actually tried to do one, but I think it's so freaking slight you can't even tell what it is. But you know what? This oak texture I can live with, because it's a nice dark oak. I mean, it's not dark oak, because that's actually a thing, but it's a nice dark colored oak. And if you see, which one's spruce? There's spruce here. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong one. Ha, over here. In Oric's house, there's some spruce wood. And there's spruce, which is very similar to what we had. Now, this is really clean. Is it quite as nice as what we had before? I don't know. I don't know that it is or not. But you know what it is? It's vanilla with a slight color change. And that I like. Birch, the other textures I left complete. What's going on over here? What's this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I got an issue. Hold on. All right, there we go. Apparently, I had variations of birch, and I kind of forgot about that. But yeah, okay. So here, there's the birch log. It's completely vanilla. I don't think I changed it at all. You know, I actually may have lightened it up just so it worked a little bit better with sandstone. But yeah, I don't want to cheat anything in here. But yeah, that's that's oak. Here's spruce. Should we just grab there? I guess you can kind of see it. But here's dark oak currently. I think it might be a little. I could go a little bit darker, I think, maybe. And jungle and acacia. Okay, there's that. And there's that. Okay, and again, I've never used these in the world yet, so if they... Oh, what am I doing? If they end up getting change in texture, then I can live with that. That's fine. Down the road. I don't think we'll change the texture necessarily, but change the color. We could probably change the color a little bit. Let's check some other stuff. Some other things that I have done in 1.13 that is not here yet is all of the leaf textures are 32-bit. And I'm not sure how that is going to be. I think it's going to be really great. I think all the organic, all the flowers, everything, I'm using like John Smith versions of them. And I think it flows really well together. Now, I can't show you here. So what I'm going to do is I'll reload Minecraft in a snapshot and we'll take a look. Okay, be right back. All right, guys, here we are in a older snapshot. We're actually in, let's see here. We are in 17W48A. The new one, 50B, I think, has all kinds of shadow effects on anything that's not a full block, which is super weird. So this is the absolute, this is the 1.13. What is this? This is just default, okay? This is straight default. This is the old Minecraft default look. See that? See how hard and coarse the wood is there? So what I have here is, let's go resource packs, and we will load up my version of 1.13a. All right, and this has the new wood textures. I'm pretty sure it does. I think it does. Now, I don't think I have the new gravel textures and stuff they've been working on because I wanted to test that in the real realm. Yeah, okay, so I got the new wood textures here, which is honestly pretty terrific. But as you can see, there's a few issues in this that I have not cleared up yet. But I did get the bushy leaves working, which is great. They're a little weird, but see that this is the 32-bit leaf textures, and I think that it is okay. Now the oak one is not. The oak one I have to work out, and trapdoors are a problem. Okay, so I got some problems, but if you look, all of the textures for organic stuff. I know this is really glitchy snapshot here, but all all the textures for organic stuff are 32-bit, including the grass textures, including, let's see here, flower textures, leaf textures. What are these? Those are oak. I'm pretty sure. I want to say there's some birch around here somewhere. And everything else is regular 16-bit Minecraft. That's nice. Nice loading. Okay, so... But you can see how the wood textures play with the stuff that we currently have. And I actually don't think it's too bad. But there's some reality here. You know, again, like I say, going forward, I think that we are going to need to kind of go with the new default looks. Now, things like this, like colored glass, absolutely not. Colored glass, of course, we'll continue using that because colored glass... doors, things like that. That stuff, those are accents, not main things. Here are the new crops I added. I just added these now. These are straight John Smith textures. I think they work really well, though. Potatoes and carrots. Really nice. I was hoping to find wheat here. I don't think that I have any, but I do have vines, so let's go take a look at vines. 32-bit vines. See how, I just think they blend in really well. I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, brown mushroom, apparently. That's weird. It works sometimes and not other times. Huh. Okay, well, there's something to work out. So, as you can see, I still have a lot of stuff to work out on the 1.13 angle. But, you know what? This is not too bad. What is this? This is oak slab. And I think it works. I think this stuff works. So, what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to wait until 1.13 comes out. And then I'm going to import the textures that I have changed, like the wood, the slightly changed wood, the leaves, that kind of stuff, into a default pack. That way, anything that's added later should, hypothetically, seamlessly be changed over. Okay, here's another thing that I'm going to keep. Andesite, I'm going to keep this with the andesite variations. I think andesite, marble, and diorite are going to continue to be changed. I think they're pretty nice. The wool, that's an accent. That's going to continue to be changed. But this is cobblestone, and I think I'm going to change this to the new default cobblestone. You can see the dirt variations that are added, and we will keep those. Let's see. Yeah, I still have, at the moment, I still have this gravel. I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to change out that stuff. But, you know, I'm hesitant to work on a lot of this stuff, because I'm waiting for the textures to be sort of finished. Wow, this cave is nice. Let's just take a look. Let's just take a look at a little walk. There, you can see the pink granite is here. Like, I think this is, I would say this is fairly immersive. I'd really like to get the 32-bit oak textures, and that's something that I got to work out. But these are 32. I think that's really nice. Lots of variations in these flowers as well. You know, cobwebs could actually go 32. Maybe I'll take a look at those because those are organic too. And just the organic things are the ones that I want to change. These work really nicely, I think. Yeah, I think it's good. So I got some more work to do on this. And I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back. Maybe in the snapshot. Maybe we'll keep working on the 1.13. I mean, I really honestly might as well, because that is going to be the future. So let me continue working on this 1.13. Now that I have the snapshot that's working well, I'll keep doing that and try to include some of these old textures and just see what we can do. I know episodes are going to be a little bit spotty here because this stuff takes ages to do, but I'm going to try to get as much done as I can. I'll be right back. All right, well, here we are back on the 1.13 copy of the realm. It's been some time, and a lot of work has taken place here. If you notice, I have the new default cobblestone texture in there. So that means all stairs, slabs, and walls will have that texture, where I still have the variations, which are the old variations. So at some point, I will create new variations based on this new log, not the old one. If you notice over here, I have the new logs. Now, I think what I might do is what Wells Knight did, which is shade the corners a good bit to make it black, or maybe just wait till, maybe just take Wells Knight's logs. I don't know, or wait till he changed them. But either way, since this is a compilation pack, you know, I steal, but I tell you, so it's not stealing, it's borrowing. So okay, what else happened? The wheat is the Conquest 32-bit wheat. It's quite bright, quite vibrant. I don't know what's up with that. That tells me there's a model problem. Probably. Either a model or a block states problem. So it looks like only crafting tables are messed up right now. Now, look, The inside of this, that is, yeah, I don't like that as much as Conquest, but it is what it is, and that's fine. We can live with it. Now, let's look at path blocks. I kind of don't like the vanilla path block, but it's part of the game, right? So what to do? What's the best move for that? I don't know. I don't know that it's going to work for us as far as paths in general. Like if you look over here, I don't know that the vanilla path block is going to work. As a matter of fact, this whole path isn't really going to work. This is, guys, this is a big headache. So I'm trying to future-proof this the very best that I possibly can, but I'm going to take a look at the path block and find some sort of alternatives, perhaps. Well, what do we think? Crappy? Perhaps. I don't know. You know, a couple other things. I think I'm going to need to put a rotation variant on these couple blocks with these kind of things, because right now it's all the same, and that is annoying. You know, it might actually be just too much. I don't know. I don't know if I love it. But that's something I might take a look at. As a matter of fact, you know what? Just wait a second. Let me see here what I can come up with here. If I did gravel... I'm really close to it. Hold on one second. Gravel. If I could spell, I'd be done by now. Okay. What if I did... Let's give this a shot and see what happens. Gravel. I'll just need to reload. I'm going to get rid of that. I think, honestly. And make this, okay, and then let's go here. Okay, I'm taking B-Dub's gravel textures. And let's see. Okay, copied. Oh man, so nice that you can do this without zipping the texture file. Let's see what we think. Should be right about now. Okay. Better? Yeah, I think better. I think better. I think I was trying too hard. You know what? I thought it would be cool, and I don't think that it was. In fact, actually, the path block doesn't have a rotation on, and that's something else I need to do. See how this one block is right there, and right there, and right there, and right there. It's always in the same place. So that's something else we want to do. Also, by the way, I got oak trees with the 32-bit and the bushy oak, and it is way too uniform. So I'm going to need to change the model on that, and that's a big pain. Also, side note, I don't know how to do jack-o'-lanterns in 1.13. That's annoying. It's annoying. I just don't know how to do it. So that's something else I've got to change. Man, this is a real pain in the butt. I'm complaining. I'm saying it's a big pain in the butt, but it's actually really fun. I am having really fun. What the problem is with these leaves is there's no rotation on the X. See how the X is exactly the same on every leaf? There needs to be a random rotation where sometimes it's over there, sometimes over there, sometimes over there. And right now it's not. So this is the spruce. I think that works pretty well. Let's head over to Joe's, you know, to get the trapdoors working, I just deleted the trapdoor texture, so I'm just using the vanilla trapdoor, and actually it works really well. So let's head over to Joe's Sheep Emporium and see how that is. Because everything else should be, I mean, I'm pretty sure we have a working 1.13 texture pack for now. Yeah, it's a little framey. I think that's part of just sort of being a I don't know, that wood's gonna take some getting used to. That's the dark oak wood. Dark oak log. Yeah. That's gonna take some getting used to, for sure. But you know, I think I've accomplished a lot here today. I got a lot of stuff going down. I'm going to need to work out these paths. Now, I'm not in the real realm, so I'm not doing anything here. But I'm going to need to work out these paths, because if I want to keep the path block and the coarse dirt, which seems like probably the best choice, I could do for a couple other... See these birch logs? They look horrible. They're going to go at some point. The one I'm going to change is the birch logs. But the gravel needs to be something that's sort of in the brown area. This isn't going to work. Now, I could do a couple things. I could do brown. I could do like a mushroom. That could work. I could do... I can actually even do brown concrete powder. I wonder how that is. Oh wait, that's really brown, isn't it? You know, there's another thing I thought about doing is using a dirt for this brown terracotta, using like a chiseled dirt texture. Because there are, and maybe with a few variants. Because I do have that now with gray, with light. Which one is it? Light. No, that's glazed terracotta. Oh crap! Did I mess this up? I might mess this up. I don't think I wanted light glaze. I think I just wanted. Hold on. What's gonna happen if I put this down? Yeah, that's regular terracotta. So, or that's glazed terracotta. I mean, light gray. Uh-oh. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Concrete powder. That's why I couldn't remember. So I do have this still. I could use that, and concrete powder is not too bad to make. That's not a bad mix. Let me see how this would look. This clearly the brown is not going to work. Whatever this is. How's that for a mixture for a road? That's perhaps not too bad. What about mushroom? No, I don't think so. Maybe. You know, maybe. The other thing I'm thinking about is maybe using the chisel. So that's something I want to take a look at. Let's do that one more thing and before we wrap up today's texturing episode. Okay? Be right back. All right. Well, let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. So what I did is I grabbed 4... there it is. 4 different chiseled dirt variants. And I just threw them in here. And it's light brown, or it's brown concrete powder is what it is. What do we think of this for a variant? Now I'm pretty sure this will fall, right? Yeah, it's concrete powder, so it will. So that, I think that's actually kind of cool. And there's 4 different ones. So what do we think of this? Now, what I might do is I may put in a rotation on, it's kind of hard to tell with this sort of lagginess that's going on right here, but I think this is kind of cool. You know, it's kind of cool, and it works well. Now, I don't think this is going to work. This, gravel, which is actually light gray concrete powder. I think it's going to have to be kind of something like this. Sort of in the brown, you know, vein. Or the other option for roads, and this is going to be more of a pain in the butt. Actually, you know what? I don't need any of this stuff because this is a backup world for testing. Okay. It's another way of doing it would be maybe cobblestone, sort of the default gravel. Maybe, what else? Maybe then the light gray, actually. That might not be bad. Or even, no, not infested. This one, crackstone bricks. Do I have, oh, what's this? Iron trapdoor. Yeah, I deleted the trapdoors. That's a problem. So, and I'm aware of it. So, okay. Let's try something like this. What about if I did this? And then this. I mean, I like having what we have now because I think that's pretty good. I like having the option for the dirt bricks. I think that's kind of cool. And let's face it, when am I ever going to use the brown concrete powder? Probably. I mean, maybe I will. Maybe I will. And at that point, you know, we can always change back. But let's just take a look. What about this for a road? Boy, that's even. No depth there, isn't there? The nice thing about this is you could always use cobblestone for stairs, which is good. For like slabs. So I got some sort of deciding to do here. You know, another thing with all these variants of this, since I have 8 variants of the gravel, is perhaps maybe really make it primarily gravel. I mean, that's gonna be a lot of gravel throughout this world, but what about something like this? How would that feel? And then maybe just sort of occasional, like, cobblestone thrown in. You know, that's really not too bad. So this way I would have options for either a gray path or a brown path, pretty much. I think it just doesn't really work where you go, you know, back and forth. Like a little bit of gray, a little bit of brown. I think you kind of got to pick a lane, but that's pretty nice. Especially if it were a little bit bigger. Honestly, like, that's not too bad, you know? Yeah, that's not too bad. It's really not. And maybe just occasional, like, cracked stone brick in there. I do like it. I do like it. Yeah, you know, and what I like about it too is it's like it's haphazard, but it's not this level of haphazard. You know, it looks a little bit more structured, more placed by people. I do think it's nice. And then we still have the cobblestone slabs, which should fit in like pretty much perfectly here. Yeah, they sure do. I mean, you can't even. So maybe the roads here should be sort of primarily gravel, but then like offshoots. Maybe offshoots then will go off in some of these different brown varieties, perhaps. I think that could work. Like, for example, you know, you'd go all this would be gravel here. And then, boy, I'm doing a bad job of talking and building here because of all this sort of choppy frame. Then over here, maybe then it comes down, then it goes into the dirt look. So there's coarse dirt. Let's try brown. Let's grab a couple of these guys. So I mean, this could be as simple as just like oops, something like that even, you know. I can live with this. I can live with this. So look, I'm going to continue working on this 1.13 thing because this is such a big change. But I do think that maybe this is going to be our better roads kind of throughout the realm, because this is going to fit into any, what I like about this is going to fit into any biome. It would even work in sand, to be honest. And that's a large departure, but I think it would even work really well in the desert. But I think, you know, we could use dirt or whatever. And I got to work on some leaf rotation. But you know what? It's okay. It's all right. We're getting there. We're getting there. Anyway, that's about it for me today. Sort of a lot of messing around with textures, but I do think this is the direction we'll be going 1.13, and for the future, which I do believe will be a better thing. Why am I fixing this? This is not even I don't know why. I don't know why. This is not this is a test world. Okay. Anyway, so from the medieval realm or a test world anyway, this is Fix. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for coming by. And please hit me on Discord or leave me a comment if you have any suggestions about sort of the direction we're going with this stuff. I do want to keep it as vanilla as I can, but also, you know, not totally cartoony, you know, some sort of realism in mind. So, all right. Bye, everyone.